Okay, we're live.
Okay.
So, did you notice in the homework it said to complete the second part as a group?
In the
For,
14 homework
yeah,
or 14 prep? Oh,
I don't.
oh yeah. You don't do the homework part.
Right.
Okay.
I do the homework for the group, but not the homework for the individual. Yeah.
Oh,
Did you do it?
I get it.
Oh, so I probably would have if I had more time, but I started to do it while waiting for this meeting, but
Okay, you're good. We will go through it together, and
sorry.
I can just check my answers with what you get, so we'll be totally fine.
Sounds good. Because I have everything
Are these
open
questions on the quiz? Because at what point would we take time during our meeting to go over them?
just
You
before
know,
taking the quiz. Yeah, I don't know.
that's a lot of meeting time.
It is, yeah. But maybe he figured since for the for the, practice exam, we should have already come with our answers. So maybe he figured we'd have less time. And so anyway, you need to
There's
fill.
other classes though.
I know. Okay, so I opened up the um, document. There it goes. Okay. So for part two, do you have that open, lesson 14?
14 quiz.
No, well, do we just do the quiz or do we do the part two of the prep?
Oh shoot, I don't know. I opened the quiz, but there's no
Oh,
time limit on it, right? I can just leave it open.
I don't know. What is it like?
It
What's the
says estimated length, but it doesn't say a time limit. So I can
so
open another window and we can do the prep assignment.
either way, because I think it's just reiterating what we just learned. So
Whatever you want. If you feel better going over for the prep, I'm
eh,
okay with that.
I'm
Or
fine with that. Hopefully it's okay with Brother Balls. But since you already clicked on it anyway, I'd say let's just do the quiz.
okay. Well, we can go over any questions you have after the quiz.
Sounds good. And yeah, I understood the reading, and I think it was just, yeah. So do I say that I completed the individual prep? Because
Oh,
I came doing
you
what I
can.
was, yeah.
I mean, it's we can do it right now. I
Oh,
can
it's
open the
fine.
lesson
I'm just very
detail.
black and white and like, no, it's fine. We can, okay. Um, so let me know when you're on question 3.
Okay. True.
There's sufficient evidence to indicate at least one mean is different. Is that true?
Yeah.
And how do you know that?
So when we write out our null hypothesis, it says, let's see, it was in the
So the
so in
null,
the prep part 1, number 1, we write it out. So it says null hypothesis means all
oh,
equal, and alternative hypothesis means one or more of the means difference from the other.
right,
So if
okay,
we reject the null, that means that we
right.
have sufficient evidence that
Yeah, one of the means differs from the others, at least
to
one.
rewrite out the null and the alternative.
Right. Sorry. I understand it now. It's just how it was worded threw me off. But yeah, it's always the means are always equal for the null.
Yeah, and
For
then
that,
one
yeah.
or more for the
Right.
alternate. Because I think there was somewhere else, there was a question where it says some of the options were one is greater than the other, or all of them are different, and it's like we don't know that. We just know that at least one of them is different for the alternate.
Right. Yeah. Yep, I got that.
Okay, so 14, what requirements need to be checked when performing an ANOVA hypothesis test?
Isn't it all of them?
No,
Which one's not?
it's so the variances are equal are one of them.
Right. And they do have to be positive. They're not negative. I know that.
Well,
And
is that the sample size though, or just the t-test? The F score has to be positive. For my notes, I wrote down F is never negative, but F is not the same as each sample mean, right?
So I'm thinking it's all.
But we don't have that option. Oh no, there is a mark all that apply. Okay.
Oh, there is.
Yeah. Well, it says mark all that apply, so we can click
Right.
on
Yeah, that's why. That's why I think it's all three, because I remember the positive, but I don't know what.
Sample means are all positive. Data in each group are normally distributed because we have to do the QQ plot, and the variances have to be equal. Okay, so all three. We'll go with that.
That's what
Okay.
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 Construct a QQ plot. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So C.
Yep. Okay. So the second, the largest variance is less. Oh, less than. No.
Less than or equal to.
No, the largest sample mean is less than 2 times. Is it B? Is less than 4 times the smallest variance.
Yeah. Less than or equal to 4 times the smallest variance. Okay, B.
Yeah, it doesn't have the equal to. Okay. There's 3 samples. Where's are there when there are 4 samples? There be 4?
Sorry, I'm slow.
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm sorry. Let me know when you're. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to. Okay. 1 to 2. Okay. 1 to 2. 1 to 2. 1, 3. 1, 4. 2, 3.
I don't really understand what it's
2,
asking.
4. So it's asking like. Okay, there's 3 pairs because you compare sample 1 with sample 2, then sample 1 with sample 3, and then you compare sample 2 with sample 3. But when there's 4 samples, it's a little more complicated. It's sample 1 with sample 2, sample 1 with sample 3, sample 1 with sample 4. And then you do sample 2 with sample 3, sample 2 with sample 4, and then 3 with sample 4. So I think that was 6 pairs. I didn't count.
I was counting while you were talking.
So it's 6?
Yes.
Does that make sense, though? I know
Yes,
I didn't.
that makes sense.
Okay. I didn't explain that very well, but yeah, that's what it's saying. Okay. Need to open soccer shoes. Did you see how many questions there are?
18, I believe.
Oh, okay. I just like to know how far we've gotten, how quick we're going.
The end is nigh.
Yes. Mine takes forever to open up.
Mine doesn't. I'm just slow getting to it. So I just went to open the program just now.
So we're both slow in different ways. That's okay, right? Okay, mine's open. Whoops, press the wrong button. Do you use a desktop or a laptop?
I have the program downloaded onto the laptop. Do you remember how I was like, my screen only shows one problem at a time?
Right.
So I wish I could do this on my desktop because it has a bigger screen, but the SPSS program is on my laptop.
And it's really that small. That's crazy.
So right now I see it starts at the data in soccer shoes and then your answer for question 8. That's like what I see.
Man.
Well, I mean, it's all the way at the top. It has the tabs for my browsers, but so starting at the top of the browsers, I see your answer for number 8. That's it.
Wow.
Okay, new data set, open, file, import.
Oh, this is the same thing that was in the reading, wasn't it, in the homework? I remember the soccer shoes, and it was 5 types of shoes and socks.
I didn't look at the reading too closely because I didn't feel like it was really getting through to me.
Okay.
So I just did like the problems, the homework problems, and I felt better about that. Okay, soccer shoes, open.
Okay. Okay. So first we have to automatic recode. Where code that they're numeric value. Is that
Sorry.
what you're?
I would not pack anything for Charlie, and she'll just have bites of everything. Yeah.
Okay, so our variable is going to be, I didn't read the problem, so I don't even know what it's asking for. Ah.
So what is the? So initially we have to do the transform and then automatic recode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did you do that?
So I'm in there, and so that's why I needed to read the problem because I'm like, what's the
So the foot,
factor,
yeah,
which is shoes, right?
right. There's 5 pairs of shoes and 1 sock. So there's 6 groups. So footwear is what you need to rename that
Okay.
column.
So footwear code.
Yeah.
And then add new name.
Yep.
And then okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have the 5 shoes, those socks, so 6 columns. We're good?
Yep. And then you do the analyze, compare means, and do one-way
The one-way ANOVA.
Right.
Analyze compare means, one-way.
Or maybe it's the other one.
No, it's that one.
Because I just did it and it's not pulling up what we need, the variance. So I think it's the other descriptive statistics. Explore. Code.
Did you click on the descriptives in the options box?
Yes.
Okay.
As well as the box plot or whatever.
Do we need to move the kicking accuracy over to the factor? No.
I forget
Our
which one.
dependent should be the kicking, and our factor should be the footwear code.
I don't. Yes. Yes. Sorry, I'm past that point. So yes.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just looking at which one's the lowest variance.
So what is the minimum variance for the 6 groups?
So far I have C as the lowest, but I haven't looked at A. Oh, well, C and A are close. 27.2.
Which one is, how do we find the variance again?
It says variant. So what I did was analyze descriptive statistics and then explore.
Oh, the Explorer part.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What I did was wrong. So I pulled up that one, which I'm sure we need both, but.
So our dependent is the kicking. Yeah, and our factor is the footwear.
Yes, yes.
And then do I need to change anything else here, like in options?
I didn't. I don't think so.
Should hit okay and it should go.
And then it shows you each one individually.
Oh, in my tiny screen, let me figure that out.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know. I can tell you the one I found and you could verify, but C
Can we
was
just
the one.
look at variance by the
variance is underneath median. It's above standard deviation. And I had C as the smallest variance, 27.208.
Why isn't it just in a neat little chart?
Because they like to make it as
31, 31, 27, 29,
There's two that say 27. So
7.358, and 27.2. So C.
right, 27.208.
Twenty-seven point two zero eight.
Yeah, now we have to find the max. Okay, so
So same thing, just max.
yep.
All right.
So far, D is pretty big, 53. Yep, it's D.
48. Well, D is 48.
D is 53.158 is what I have.
That's it says that's the variance. Aren't we looking at, oh, we're looking for the highest variance, not
Right, it's the
the
same
range.
question.
Blah. Okay, 53.158.
Yep. So I actually feel pretty confident with this. I was thinking it was going to be harder, but who knows? It'll probably get harder. So we're halfway through.
Yay.
53.158. Okay. Test for equal variances satisfied for these data.
So does that mean we need to do the QQ plot and make sure that it's normal?
No, that's not what it's asking. It's asking where you divide the highest one by times 4 or divide by 4 to make sure. What was it?
Or no, it's we take their standard deviations, we square them, and then we take the lowest one times 4.
So the standard deviation squared is the same thing as variance. So we can use the variance number. The
Yeah.
largest variance is less than 4 times the smallest variance.
Okay.
So we just times 4 the smallest variance.
Which was, what was that number we found?
27.208. And yeah, the max is lower than that because I got 108.832. And it's less than 4 times the small. So yeah.
Oh, true.
Yep. Cool. Okay, each of the samples are approximately, okay, we have to do a QQ plot. Do you remember where, wait, I think I already have a QQ. No. Felt like it just showed up along with doing all these other things. Do you remember how to do the QQ plot?
So you go to analyze descriptive statistics.
Oh, QQ plot. Okay. Cool. That was easy.
Explore.
And for the variable, do we just add the one, the kicking?
Done.
What?
So dependent, we have the kicking, the factors, the footwear, and then we go into plots.
Wait,
check
where?
normality with plots with tests.
So did you click explore and not QQ plots?
Hold on, let me see what I did. So you went to analyze descriptive statistics. I went to explore.
Oh, okay. And then what did you click on after that? Plots?
Yeah, so you put your factors in and then you click on plots and then you check normality plots with tests.
Right. Okay.
And then that should pull everything up.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. That's what's like so confusing because there's so many things.
There's so many different steps. That's why I'm like slow with, I'm like, okay, what is it
Right.
asking for? Which step is this?
Yeah. And then we got to make sure it's the normal
So
QQ
it
plot.
looks pretty normal.
Yeah.
B, C, D,
Yep.
E. They're all pretty close.
They are. I'm looking at them right as you are too. Yep. Cool.
Okay, so we'll
means
go with
they're normal.
true.
Yep. Okay, perform an ANOVA test and observe that the p-values and remove the socks. Oh man. Interesting. We have to remove the sock data.
Oh, how do we do that? So we go
I would
back.
say just delete it. I want to make sure that I have the p-value
Okay,
like they do, the 0.081.
so we would go into,
Because it should already show up what our p-value is.
do we go into descriptives or frequencies? Descriptives, right?
For what?
Oh no, that doesn't.
What are you
No,
wanting?
one-way ANOVA, right?
Oh, to do an
To
ANOVA again?
find the p-test.
We already found it.
Do we already
So
have it up there?
yeah, it's 0.081. So we got it correct. It was at the very top of that statistics viewer. It's under SIG and it's 0.081. So I was just confirming
Okay,
that we had
I
the
see it
correct.
now. All right.
Yeah. So now we just remove the socks. I just scroll all the way down. Just gonna highlight every single one.
How do you just remove socks?
Just so I'm just highlighting the whole socks category.
Uh-huh.
And what the heck? That didn't work. Just literally like manually deleting them.
Oh, from the list of data. I
Right.
was looking at the output thing.
So I'm just erasing every socks word.
So socks are number 6, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is there an easier way to remove them?
Can you just highlight them all
Yeah, I was
and
thinking.
drag over the whole square?
Okay, I'm
Okay.
done. So we go back. Let's see. And then we do the one-way ANOVA again. Clicking accuracy options, descriptive. Okay. Oh, whoops. I erased the word socks and not the actual data socks. Whoops.
So the SIG changes to when there's only A through E, 0.309.
Okay, sorry, I need to do it over. Okay. 0.309. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I got.
The test
309.
is the
To the-
area to the right or left of the F?
It's always to the right.
Yeah, it's always right skewed.
Yep. Well, yeah, and it's always the right tail.
And because it's never negative, right? So it would never
Right.
be to the left of it. So right.
Right. So looks like we have to open up another thing.
No, stop. What's this one called?
Mm,
Hot dog nutrition.
is it
Tasty.
Okay. I feel like there's always too much information to read that really doesn't apply or like
On purpose to confuse
Yeah,
you and
like-
see if you're
like it doesn't really help any.
like really understand the concept. But I feel like why are you trying to confuse us? You know, like why don't you just make it so we understand the concept instead of making things more complicated?
Right.
Okay, got mine up. Now I gotta see what it's asking me.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's still loading. And my computer is gonna die.
I'll just start recoding while you're loading.
Okay.
So our new variable is going to be the types.
Okay, let me see.
Beef, meat, and poultry. Beef and poultry are from an animal, but what is just meat?
It said it in the description. Mostly pork and beef, but up to 15% poultry meat.
Oh.
So we need to create a QQ plot. So transform type.
Analyze. What would our dependent be? Let's see what's asking.
Let's see.
Calories. Okay.
Oh, it's wanting to know the calories.
Okay, so calories on top.
And
And
type
type
code,
the factor.
options.
No, plots. Plots.
Huh?
You go into plots, not options, right?
There's no thing that says plots. I'm on One Way ANOVA. Is that not
No.
what I'm supposed to be on?
You're on the QQ. You're making QQ, right? So you should
Right.
analyze,
Gotcha. Explore.
descriptive, explore. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay, and then calories first. Type code second. Okay, thank you.
And it is asking, compare the variances of the calories to determine if the assumptions have been met. All right, let's see.
Mine's still loading. Thanks, Lou. Okay, A or beef looks normal.
Beef, meat,
Meat.
close enough.
Yeah,
Poultry's
That's-
close enough.
I'd say they all are.
Yeah.
It's safe to assume each group comes from, yeah. Yeah, we don't know if the variances are equal.
Plus, there's only one that says has been met. So
Right, yeah. So is it the second one?
the second one says the assumptions have not been met, but we think
Right.
they have been met, right?
So they haven't been met because it says it's safe to assume each group comes from a normally distributed population, but we cannot assume that the variances are equal.
Because we haven't done the times 4 thing.
Yeah, so I think it's B, but I haven't read the other ones. Okay. Yeah, I think it's B.
Yeah, the
other
B
ones.
would have been the closest second, but we can assume the population it's normally distributed from the QQ.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, run another test with the meaning.
My
That's
little screen. One click down and everything's gone.
Oh. And say it's nice it's giving us some answers to verify that we're doing it correct. Let's see. Oh man. Okay, so the F, cool. Looks like the F, what is that? Degrees of freedom, 2 and 51. Cool, we got all that right. So mean number of calories. So I would say no, they're not. I think it's the last one for question 15. To claim that at least one of the hot dog,
Has a different.
yeah, although I guess it shows that all of them have a different. Sorry, I had already done that test because I did that before the QQ. So I already
Yeah,
had
I didn't have that one yet.
Yeah, so I don't mean
I
to.
think D makes the most sense.
So, and that's usually what the answers say is at least one has a different mean.
Yeah, those are the keywords we're looking for.
Right. So that's kind of,
Not
yeah.
all.
Right. Even though we know it's all, but yeah.
The other 3 say all.
Mm-hmm.
and we don't know that.
Right. Did I tell you I totally forgot last week to redo the group quiz?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and it was Sunday when I realized. I'm like, shoot, it's too late.
You
So
know what? Now that you mention it, I don't know if I went back or not and did it.
yeah,
I did.
I was
After
bummed.
Brother Balls emailed us back.
Right, and we had the correct answers because it told us. I had pictures of it. Yeah, I'm like, dang
Yeah.
it.
Who
Every
knows?
point counts, but oh well. Okay, now we have to do QQ plot the sodium level. And what? Okay, it just says sodium.
Okay, so QQ the sodium levels.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay. Now what does it want to know?
Probably if they're normal.
Have the assumptions been met to use ANOVA?
Poultry.
Okay. Beef,
For
meat,
poultry.
poultry. I don't like when it's like, oh, it's close enough. Or like other people might not feel like that's close enough, you know?
Right, but I think it is. But it's saying that there is a possible problem. The smallest variance. Oh, I wonder if it's because if you times it by 4. Let's see. I want to make sure I did that right. Poultry 7180. Okay.
Good night. Are you going to bed? Okay. All right, I'll see you in the morning.
Oh.
Maliczko, chodź. Nope, I don't speak Spanish. Good night, Jamie.
And the highest is 10,492. So the lowest is 4.
So I just did it and it was 28,000. So it's more than the largest, which means that it's normal. So I think it's A because that's saying that it's assumed it's normally distributed and the variances are equal.
Okay.
Because, yeah. But I didn't read the other ones, but that's. Oh, yeah. All 3 of the other ones say have not been met. Okay.
Sweet dreams. Yeah.
Okay.
So that rolls that out for us. So A. Despite the possible problem with the QQ plot for poultry, you decide to use NO as sodium if the mean sodium levels are the same for all 3 groups. What is the p-value? Okay. So
Now we have to do a one-way ANOVA with sodium.
Where is my compare means? Oh, there you are.
Okay, so what was it asking? What's the p-value?
Yes.
I got 0.179.
I'm still moving my factors over.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. No, you're fine.
There it goes. Okay. What's it looking for? P?
P-value.
0.179.
Yep, that's what I got too.
Sweet.
Cool. One more question.
0.179.
Okay, so it's higher than the level of significance, so we fail to reject.
We
So I think
higher
it's B, because I noticed when you fail to reject, the wording says that you have sufficient evidence. So I'm assuming it's the other way around. When you
fail to reject, you have insufficient evidence.
Right, and the B is the only one that says we do not have sufficient evidence.
Yep, that's
So
what I would go with.
cool.
All right, save and submit. Let's see how we did, just the 2 of us.
I was gonna say, I would say we did we're a pretty good team. Hopefully. Oh, so far. Oh, what? Oh, so I was wrong on question 4 then.
the positive. So
Yeah,
it
you were right.
means that the T-score, not that all the means are
Okay, that's good to know.
So, okay,
Ooh.
so we got that one.
And we got 14 wrong.
Which one?
Huh. We can assume that the variances are equal, even
Hold
when
on
we.
1 sec, Summer.
Oh, okay.
I left you a note of where you were at.
Oh, okay, great.
Here, I'll check off.
Let me know. Okay.
You're coming
check
over
that.
after you go to the doctor?
Is that what you want me to do to help?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna mow the
You
lawn
can
for your
Do
husband.
that and wrangle the kids while we pack up.
Okay, deal.
Thanks, guys.
Agreed.
We're trying to go camping tomorrow, and I have this group meeting, and so I had some friends over who were watching my kid and cooking my food for me.
Oh, that's sweet.
They're going to heaven.
Nice.
Bye, guys.
Right now?
Right now, you're being translated. Goodbye.
That's awesome.
Okay, so
Man.
assumptions have been met. Did you have 14 now?
Yep, I was looking over that.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm taking a picture of them right now.
And then we also got 16 wrong.
Right, which doesn't make sense to me because we can't assume.
Because we Because I feel like the way we answered 16 is how we answered 14.
Right, and we got both wrong.
Oh, because we got both wrong. That's why.
But I don't know why you can't assume each group was normally distributed when we looked at the QQ plot. But maybe because it did mention that there was something not normal with the
abnormal, so
poultry.
we were supposed to just go off of that.
I guess, even though it looked normal, but yeah, I guess it was kind of giving us that
Okay.
one.
I'm gonna write these down.
Yeah.
On.
I almost like say, should we just take the quiz right now so we don't forget?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it.
Okay, there's only us two. I just want to make sure.
I'm still right. Okay, so 3 is true. 4 is just B and C. Are you taking it right now?
Yeah, because I was taking pictures.
Okay. I'd have to take like 18 pictures if I did it that way on the screen.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I don't have any, I'm on my bed, so I don't usually have paper and pen with me.
I put this program on my laptop because if I was ever out of town, I needed to, have my laptop.
Oh, right.
That's why I made that choice, but it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
What did you do for before you get there for 14 and 16?
What do you mean, what did I do?
Like what? I don't understand like why we got it wrong. So like I don't get it.
I don't either. But it tells us the right answer, so.
Oh, it does. That's right.
So that's what, oh, you were wondering what the right answer is.
The reasoning, yeah.
Yeah. Other than I can see why 16 because it told us that it was abnormal. So we should have just gone with what it was telling
Yeah.
us. So I can see that. 6. Yeah, we did pretty good though, just us two.
Yeah.
But who knows with the actual exam practice
If
quiz.
we get through our exam review pretty close to how we did this, then we're in good shape.
Yeah. So when are you going to take the exam?
I don't know. Like I have to pack up for camping, get like
Right.
I started, I don't know if you've heard of like the Beachbody program, the 21-day fixed diet. I started that this week. And so like really strict on what I can eat. And so
Okay.
when you go camping, you eat junk. And I don't want to
Right.
do that. And so the best way to like not do that to yourself is to have all your meals planned out. That means I have to pre-prep everything, but I don't know because I want to get the test over with. So
Yeah.
either tonight or tomorrow morning.
Well, that's good. You're able to do it before you go then.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to be cutting and chopping when I have 3 kids on the loose out there, you know.
Right.
Okay,
So-
are you done? Since you already took it, I'll go back after.
Oh no, you can do it. I'm still doing it.
Okay, I'll do it then since I wrote the answers down. Because I'm gonna forget.
Right. I know. I totally forgot to.
Yeah, I want to say I did it last week, but all right, let's do this.
Cool. Got 100%.
Sweet. I'm on 7. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Okay, click. I feel like a lot of the questions were just like, do you understand how to pull everything up and like
Right.
what the concept of when you should use ANOVA.
Which I thought it was actually pretty straightforward and pretty easy. Just trying to remember which one's which. But yeah, once you pull up the information, it's really easy to access the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not so much of math like in the previous ones.
Right.
Less and less of that, I'm noticing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just imagining someone, if they didn't understand like 4 sections back, like how hard of a time they'd be having right now.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, let me know when you're done. I'm hold up
right now.
Okay.
Okay, 100.
Cool. So let me know when you're ready for lesson 15. Unless, did you have any questions or anything?
Not really.
Cool.
So, okay, that's the exam. Where's the quiz? Okay, there it is. Start quiz. Okay. Now, you did do this review, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're just checking our answers then?
There's 32 questions.
Wow,
Is it
there were only like 20 something last night.
right?
There were
Well, we can.
6.
So is it going to
2
be
of them is the first, did you
right?
participate?
Well, it's just the first one that
Oh.
says yeah. But
All
it is
right.
verbatim, isn't it? Given a 9%. Yeah.
For mean heart rate, which defines the best interpretation of the confidence interval? I chose
You're 90.
are 90% confident that the true mean heart rate is between 45 and 105.
I did too, which I noticed they switched the answers.
The order is different.
Right. So it's B, right? I chose that same one, but it was A in the homework.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just have to pay attention to that.
Yeah, the researchers. Okay, so yeah, the researchers decide to construct. So I wonder if we should like read off the question to make sure it's the same question.
Yeah, let's take turns reading and
Okay.
then confirm. So go ahead and you start, and then the next problem I'll read, and then.
Okay, so on question 2, it says the researchers decided to construct a confidence interval to determine if the difference of the means is significant. To determine whether the confidence interval would be reliable, they create QQ plots of both random samples and see that they are approximately normal. Are the requirements for constructing a confidence interval satisfied? Why or why not? Is that the same question?
Yes.
Cool. I said yes.
I said yes, the
Ah.
distribution of the mean of each sample is normal since the data have been determined to be normal.
Yep, that's the one I did too. It was
All right,
B.
so that's B, right?
Yeah, so which one is that in this? It's normal since yeah, so that's C.
It's C on the test, yeah.
Right. That wow, they're really gonna do that every time.
Okay, I'll read the next question.
Okay.
Of the 4 types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for this experiment?
Yes, that's the same.
I chose
Confidence interval for the difference of means using independent samples.
Sorry, confidence interval. Oh, using independent samples?
Yeah, just because all the other ones don't apply, but this is the right one.
Is it? Because I did a different one. Confidence. Wait,
Which one did you do?
I did the confidence interval for mu when the standard deviation is unknown.
Do you remember for lesson
13, there was a chart of all the different hypothesis tests?
Right, which I really need to write that down. So that was lesson 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
So
kind of guessing because I didn't have that chart and I didn't know where it was.
So just the other 3 answers, including the one you chose, I feel like were the other tests, and that this one matches the independent sample one.
Okay. So you said it was confidence interval for the difference of means using independent samples.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel really bad if we get that wrong.
Well, we can always go back. I'm just trying to like read over what exactly the study was for.
It was about
Okay.
University of Mississippi and student
Right. Yeah, I'm looking.
responding to stimuli.
Okay, so yeah, it didn't matter who was in the first group. It didn't affect the second group. So yeah, that would make sense
Yeah.
that it's independent.
And there's no relationship between them.
Right. I don't know why I chose something else and that didn't anyway, but okay, so for question 5 on the reading, I never know which. Feel bad because my son is like bawling his eyes out in the other room.
Oh, is your husband home?
Yeah, but
Is it bedtime?
well, he knows me better, and so yeah, and I nurse him and stuff, and I feed him at 10, so it's not quite time, but he's been fussier today. So anyway,
Well, if you need to, whatever, I don't care. Okay, do what you need to do.
Thanks. He's just gonna cry, I guess. So this question doesn't look like it matches up because in the homework, the next question talks about the factory, which is question 6.
We're on number 4.
We just answered 4.
Homework. We skipped 4. Sorry,
did?
it's not. We're on question number 5 in the group quiz, but the
Oh.
question number 4.
Ew, okay. That's right. Gotcha. Okay, so 4.
Why did
Then
they switch it up? We're confused now.
I don't know. So we're on question 4 in the homework then.
Yeah, and the numbers look the same. I was kind of glancing.
Okay, so I don't need to read it all then.
Yeah. What did you get for your answer?
Number 4 is B, obtain the balances of 90 bank customers rather than 30.
That's what I did.
Cool. 'Cause, yeah, I looked that one up to make sure. obtain the balance. So D, the last one, right?
So the next one is the factory with 1,000 millimeter, millimeter, standard deviation 2, 95%, length of the shafts. Okay,
Let's see. I got, oh, it's funny. It doesn't give you the multiple choice, but
margin of error is
asking the same question.
is it the number 6 that it's asking, the margin of error? We found margin of error in question 6 of this numbers.
Oh, did we? Okay.
And then in question 5, it is 7 and 8.
Oh man, that's super confusing. Okay.
So what did you get for 6 on the prep?
On the prep. C, 38416.
8416. Okay.
That's what you got?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So then the lower
416.
bound, I got 998.040.
And what question is that on the
It
homework?
should be number 5 on the homework.
Okay, so 998.040. That's what you said? Cool.
998.040.
Okay.
The upper bound would just be the other number.
040. Yeah. I just
1001.960.
sorry. 1001.960. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
001.960. 1.960. Yes.
Oh
Cool.
no, see, this is different.
So now we're on 9. No, that
Now
was
we're on 9, but I think 9 is what 6 was in the homework.
no. Yeah, it is to assess the accuracy of a laboratory scale. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we use that answer for number.
So maybe we should continue to read the questions to make sure
Yeah,
rather than just guess. Okay.
we
So
have the right data set. Determine, so let's go back to number 6.
okay.
Margin of error for this 95% confidence interval.
It is.
Oh, so we should have used the standard deviation 2 in the equation. So we don't have this answer. So our formula will be
So
the-
number 9 is a completely no.
number 9 is 6 in the homework. Number 6 is a new problem.
Okay, that's what's okay.
So for number 6, we're gonna do
38416 is number 9. Sorry, hold on.
0.0001 equals 1.960 times.
Sorry, hold on. I'm not there yet. I'm trying
Okay,
to.
sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to put answer 6 into answer 9. Okay. Okay, margin of error. Do we have the standard deviation?
It's 2.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So
And then
is the equation m
what's-
equals 1.960 times 2 over rad 4?
1.960. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So the answer is just 1.960?
But how many is the number? Or what's
In
4? That's right.
yeah, it says 4. She randomly chooses 4.
Let's do 1. So 1,000 minus 1.96 times 2 divided by 4 the square
Why are
root.
you doing 1,000 minus?
Because that's a sample mean.
But what is the equation you are using?
Oh, sorry, the margin of error. You're right. I
No,
was,
I was just double checking that I wasn't doing something wrong.
no, but thank you. So the margin of error is just the z-score, so 1.96 times 2 divided by the square root of 4. So it's 1 point, yeah, you're right, 1.96.
1.960 is the answer for number 6.
Right.
1.
I don't think you have to do, if it's another 0, I don't think you have to put that, because just saying. Anyway, doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I don't know. I always get confused on what he like really wants for the answer.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're on question 10, right?
Hold on. Okay, so our 7 and 8 are fine, and our 9 should be
38416.
3, 8, 4, 1, 6. Save.
So confusing. Okay.
Okay.
So maybe we should go back to reading it. I don't know.
Yeah, we can read. The mean, I'll read this one. The mean area mu of the several thousand apartments in a new development is advertised to be 1250 square feet. A tenant group thinks that the apartments are smaller than advertised. They hire an engineer to measure a random sample of apartments to test their suspicion. The appropriate null and alternative hypotheses H0 and HA for mu are
So that's question 7 in the homework.
7 in the homework.
And it is verbatim. I had A.
I
So
had
the,
A.
okay.
So
The alternative is less than 12.
equals and then less than.
Right.
So
So
D.
D.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Cool. So 11, in a statistical test of hypothesis, we say we reject the null hypothesis with the level of significance A if, this one kind of confused me
This
because,
is worded differently from number 8 in the homework.
oh, okay. Really? It looks like the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Number 8 says, in a statistical test of hypothesis, we say the test result is statistically significant at the level of significance.
Oh, right. So this one says we reject. Okay. So we reject it when the p-value is less than A. But when it's higher, then we fail to reject. So,
Yeah.
which actually, that makes more sense to me than in the homework. The homework I was a little bit more confused.
I did not understand the wording of that.
I didn't either. I just chose 0.05 of the homework, but I think 11 is B. The p-value is less than A.
That's what I chose in the homework.
Okay, cool. So we're in agreement.
So we're just going to go with that. Less than A.
Yep. I think you're reading now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's see. A group of statistics students wants to determine if students in some apartment buildings get better grades than students in other apartment buildings. They collect GPAs from an anonymous random sample of size 15 from each of 4 different apartment buildings. The data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers, and the sample variances are nearly equal. Can they use an ANOVA's hypothesis test to answer their question?
Cool. It's the same as question 9.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had A. Yes. It is
That's
enough.
what I did.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So
Make
yes.
sure I choose the right yes. It is enough.
Yeah.
You
And
see,
that it was longer of a answer. It is enough that the data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers. Yeah. Cool. So question 13. A medical researcher is working on a new treatment for a certain type of cancer. The average survival time after diagnosis for the standard treatment is 2 years. So the null hypothesis is that average survival time after diagnosis is the same for the new treatment and the standard treatment. In an early trial, she tries the new treatment on 3 subjects who have an average survival time after diagnosis of 4.5 years. Even though the sample is small, the results are statistically significant at the 0.05 significance level. Consequently, she rejects the null hypothesis. In a future study, it is determined that the new treatment does not increase the mean survival time in the population of all patients with this particular type of cancer. The researcher has...
I did committed a type 1 error.
I did too.
Okay, because
Cool.
she rejected the null when it was true.
Right. I actually had to go back and look that up, but I did.
Yeah, I had to look at the chart because I was like, what do you want from me?
Right. So yeah, cool.
So A,
Yep.
oh, come on, screen. Okay. If the level of significance alpha is made very small, thereby making the probability of committing a type 1 error very small, what happens to the probability of committing a type 2 error?
And by reducing the probability of a type 1 error, don't we increase the probability of a type 2 error?
That's what I did.
Okay, cool. That's what I did too.
So it's A.
Yeah. On the homework, it was D. So I was,
Yeah, this is gonna trip me up all over.
right. Okay. I've been forgetting to save some of them too. Okay. So 15, the nicotine content in cigarettes of a certain brand is normally distributed with mean, mu, and a known standard deviation of 0.17. The brand advertises that the mean nicotine content of its cigarettes is 1.5, but measurements on a random sample of 100 cigarettes of this brand give a sample mean of 1.53. Is this evidence that the mean nicotine content is actually higher than advertised? To answer this, test the hypothesis. Mu is equal to 1.5 or mu is greater than 1.5.
Yeah, and that question is the same as number 12 in the homework.
Okay.
I chose fail to reject the null hypothesis.
I did too. So that's B.
That is
I mean C,
C.
but
B, yeah.
I did the same thing. It's confusing because I copied and pasted all the questions into a Word document. So there's a lot of like,
Oh, it prints
Yeah.
itself out. Yeah, I do that too to print it so I can like write on the actual test.
right.
So when I'm reading it, I'm like, so some of them, like you can see I scribbled it out because I was like, you're really confusing me here.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So it's sometimes hard for me to find my answer, but I did like mark them with, okay, cool.
I understand. Okay, so number 16. You would like to look at the mean number of hours worked for wages per week by male students and female students. You would like a random sample of 100 for each group and test if those means are different. What is the correct statistical procedure?
Cool. That was the same as 13. And
Okay.
what?
Sorry, that's the same as 13, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I did independent samples tests.
So you chose D on the homework?
Right.
Okay, so did I. So that's
Cool.
B
B.
in the quiz.
Yes. Cool, cool. So 17. An educator is interested in academic achievement by males and females with similar academic support systems. She decides to use brothers and sisters raised in the same home. Furthermore, she decides to use only brother-sister pairs when they are next to each other in sibling order. Should she use a hypothesis test based on independent or dependent sampling?
That's the same as 14.
Okay.
And I went with D in the homework dependent sampling.
Cool. I did too.
Okay.
Now
so
we need to check.
Dependent. Let's see.
It is D. Cool.
Oh, if only they were all this nice.
I know. Okay, cool. So 18.
Is it my turn to read?
Yeah.
Okay. A soil scientist collected random soil samples from a field and measured the dissolved organic carbon level of each sample. The measurements are recorded in that document. The researchers would like to construct a 95% confidence interval for the mean dissolved organic carbon level in the field. Of the 4 types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for this situation?
Yeah, that's the same. I did, and these I kind of guessed at because I didn't know where to find that chart. So I just did confidence interval for mu when standard deviation is known, but I have no idea.
I went with unknown.
With what?
I went with confidence interval
Oh,
for mu when standard deviation is unknown.
okay. And why is that?
Okay.
Because I really don't know. I just, but I don't know why I thought they gave you the standard deviation. Maybe they
Because
didn't.
I just went with that simply because it wasn't in the little spiel that they gave you.
Oh, see, I clicked on
But I
it.
don't know if that's proper logic or not.
Okay, because I clicked on it and it came up with the standard deviation from doing the analyze and stuff. So
Okay.
that's why I said it was known, but I'm not sure.
But okay, well, so they do give it to you in that first part. So is it known then? And so it could be because they give you the data. Does the data doesn't come after that question?
I don't know because sometimes I feel like we go with it and then it's the complete opposite answer because we shouldn't have included that yet, or I don't know. But I'm gonna go with known,
Okay.
and then we could always redo it.
So why is it not the dependent or the independent? Because
Um,
they're not matched pairs, right?
well, there wasn't anything it was going against. I think it was just one column of data. Like there wasn't comparing anything.
Okay, so if they give us the data and then using SPSS, we can find the standard deviation, then it should be that it is known, right?
Right. That's why I chose that.
I'm okay with going with that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry if we got that wrong.
C.
Okay. So, which of the following is the 95% confidence interval for this analysis? Input your answers for the margin of error. Oh, okay. Determine margin of error. Is that what the next question is? Yeah.
The next
Oh,
question is, which of the following is the 95% confidence interval for these data?
okay. Because that one's the next two questions. So,
Yeah.
input the lower bound, which was, I got 11.168.
Yes.
0.168.
19 for now.
Yeah, just because we
Okay.
have those answers real quick. And then the upper was 15.217.
Yes.
217. So the margin of error, which we need to open it up, don't we?
Yes, so that we can see the standard deviation and how
And then,
many, and the N, right?
right, the number, yeah.
So so it's going to be M equals
The 1.96, right?
Yeah, so now we need, do you want me to pull it up or?
I already clicked on it.
Oh.
Might takes a little bit, but
I'm going to wait for you then,
okay.
if that's all right.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And then I can do the math part if you want to just give me the numbers.
Okay.
I'm tired. I
know
want to pack 3 days worth of food tonight.
How's the diet going for you?
It's going really well. I've lost about 3-4 pounds this week.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I feel healthier.
That's good.
Because it's just making me eat my vegetables.
Right. I mean, if anything, that's the most important is how you
Yeah,
feel.
I really struggled after having 3 kids, so
Don't we all?
I'm sick a lot. So
Aw.
I hate when I see fitness people on Instagram and they're like, "There's no excuse." I'm like, no, yeah, there is.
Right. Yeah.
You can't, like, what are you gonna tell somebody who has cancer to walk it off? Like, I think it's rude.
Yeah. Well, and I've noticed now having my second, I haven't had three, but I definitely noticed that my body doesn't bounce back like it did with my first, for sure.
Yeah, it's just, and we've been married. It'll be 10 years this year. So I'm just like, it's been a long time since I've like been packing all this extra weight around. So just want to be healthier. I want to be able to run around the park with my kids.
Right. I totally get that. Okay. So do I do the, okay. I got the lower. So I'm looking for standard deviation is 4.325772. Sorry.
772. And then how many ends are there?
772 divided by, there's 20.
20. Okay.
So I got 1.895.
25772 times 1.96. What do you get?
1.896. Yes.
Okay, that's what I got.
Cool.
Okay, so that is number 19.
Yep. And we did 20,
9.
22. Oh, and we have to open up another one. Oh, maybe.
Is it the one that we've already done though?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Oh yeah, these was the Hummers, the cars.
Oh, okay. So question 17, I would think.
Yeah,
Is
it
it-
starts at 17. Of the 4 types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for this situation?
Yep, that's the same.
Okay.
And I did the confidence interval for the difference of means using independent samples.
That's what I got.
Cool. So C,
So
right?
C.
Yeah, it's taking a while to save. That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, please don't freeze.
I know, I was just thinking that too.
Doing.
So we have 10 more questions. We can do it. So input the lower bound. Yeah, which is question 18 and yeah.
Okay, so lower bound is negative 770.
Oh, I got negative 423.
Okay, let's see what we did different.
Yeah.
So,
So now we probably will have to click on that.
so yeah, because I did the automatic recode. I didn't write down the numbers, but I wrote down what I did. I went to transform and I did the automatic recode. So I had the groups of
Right.
LA and New York. And then I did analyze, compare means, independent sample t-test. What did you do? Do you remember?
I probably did the same. I don't know. I have to open it up and
All right, let's open
I'll
it.
just review it.
Do you want me to open it too?
It's up to you either way.
All right, I'll look for it.
So that's funny because I got the exact numbers that it showed and you got the exact numbers that it showed, but a different answer. Is that what you got? You got the negative 770 and
Yeah.
5764.
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible? Like, oh, that's funny.
Okay, let's see. Import.
And still loading.
Is this used Hummers? Open. Close the hot dog nutrition. Okay, so I'm just gonna do what I just told you I did and see if, because you do need to separate the groups, so you need to do the transform automatic recode, right?
Right.
Is that right? Okay, so I'll do that. And we want to separate them by city, right?
Right. I do remember doing that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna retrace and see if I just read the wrong part of the test.
Because
Okay.
city was like a column that wasn't, yeah, you had to kind of scroll over.
1 and 2 will be LA and New York.
Right.
All right, and then I went to analyze, compare means, independent sample, because we decided in the problem before that it was an independent sample, right?
Yeah, sorry, I'm not there, so city code.
So our top should be price. And our
So,
bottom should be city code.
and then define groups.
1 and 2. I do not understand why you do that part. It already
I don't
is
either.
2.
Huh?
I don't get it. Okay, so
I
it
don't
pulls
either.
the t-test, and then it asks for the confidence interval.
So yeah, so
That's where we got the, is it assumed or not assumed?
it's always going to be not assumed, the bottom one.
That's
And
what I was thinking when I was doing that, because it always seems like that, but
oh, you must have rounded up too, because I was going to say the lower is
yeah,
one
I
off,
rounded
but
up.
yeah, it was the exact number
So
that I got.
why is it always not assumed?
I don't know. It didn't explain that in the
But
reading. It
it
just
did
said
say
you.
that in the reading. It's
Yeah.
always good.
Yep. And I read it again today too.
Okay, so I'm just gonna write that in my notes. Always not assume. Which means it's
4.23.
423 and 5 417.
So it's probably good that we did this again because we have to round to 3 decimal places, and in the answer there wasn't. So
Oh yeah.
so
Okay.
negative 4.23, or I mean negative 423.158, right?
158 for the lower bound.
And the upper is 5417.256.
256.
256. Yep.
All right. Okay, 8 more to go.
Man, that sounds like so many.
I know it does. So bone density.
About the rats?
Yep.
Yep.
What is the correct hypothesis test for this situation? That's number
Um,
19 in the homework.
oh, it is. Did I read ahead? Oh, okay. There was no space, so yeah. I did the ANOVA because there was what, like 4
Yeah, so many
different
groups.
ones. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's
Cool.
what I got.
Calculate the test statistic. I did 7.978.
978. Sweet. 7.978.
Cool. So this is making me feel really good about this exam, actually.
I ever since we took the last one, my self-esteem is just like I felt like I understood the last section. Like I felt like in the group I contributed and I wasn't just sitting there, but
Right.
I did so poorly, and I'm not like usually a poor test taker. I usually actually test very well.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I'm just like so shaken up. But then it's math, and I'm just not good at math at all. So
Right. And I think most people aren't. I think it's a given that this is going to be a hard, yeah.
okay, so
Okay.
give the p-value.
0.002. Is that what you got?
0.002. That's what I got.
Cool.
Okay.
So which of the following best expresses the conclusion of this test? Okay, I got there's sufficient evidence to conclude that the bone density of at least one of the groups is different from the bone density of at least one of the other groups.
That's what I got. You chose B from the homework?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I did.
Okay.
Because, and then my little notes I wrote, the p-value is less than 0.05. So I wrote reject the no equals sufficient. But then when
Oh.
we were doing the other problem, when we missed 14 and 16,
Uh-huh.
that was that question, right? Or was it like the sample means and those kind of words?
I don't remember now, but now I'm kind of confused because p-value was less than, so yeah, we
So we reject the
null
no, which
hypothesis.
in my logic means it's sufficient, which is what we chose for answer.
Yeah, and we did get that right in one of the quiz questions.
Okay, so on the reject and sufficient one, we got that one right?
Right.
Okay.
I think so, of one of them, which
Because you remember our last group meeting, we were just like, I don't understand.
right, yeah. In fact,
So
I
just
thought
wrote
of
it
that.
down. When it's reject the no, it's sufficient. When it's
Right.
fail to reject, it's insufficient. So,
Right.
okay,
And
so
it's
sufficient
D in question 28, right?
there's sufficient evidence to conclude.
One of the groups is different.
No, it's not D.
No, D. D is in dog.
There's
is what I got on 28.
Oh, you're on 28?
Yeah, what are you on?
28? Yeah, I'm on 28. Okay.
So
There
D.
is sufficient evidence to conclude that the bone
Because that's the exact same answer we got on the homework.
density of at least the mean bone. They all say mean bone. I don't want mean bone. I want bone density.
Huh?
So we're on number 28, and I can't find where the answer is.
Oh, you're. No, it's saying the mean bone density. It's there. Mean bone density.
So is it C?
No, well, it's D because on the homework, or at least that's what we both got, right? On question 22 of the homework, you did B as in boy.
Yes, B.
Yeah. So that's the exact same answer as D on question 28 of the quiz.
For me, D says there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the mean bone density of all three groups is about the same. We're not looking for about the same because that would have been C on the homework.
What? No, that.
Sorry,
No,
am
no.
I just totally wrong?
Yeah, I don't know what you're reading because that's not what I marked. I marked D as in dog on 28.
Okay, so number
There's
28.
five answers, so that's a little more confusing.
Oh,
Is that
yes,
why?
there's
Okay.
5.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
it's the exact same answer
1,
we
2,
picked.
3, 4, 5.
Right.
Sorry, yes.
I didn't know how to explain it any other way. Okay.
I thought there were only 4 options.
Oh no, there's.
Okay, it's because my screen was scrolled up, so I didn't see the very first one.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, I only saw the last 4. Okay, I'm sorry. Moving along.
Okay, so supply and demand on the airline ticket.
Okay.
So what is the correct hypothesis test for this situation?
Dependent samples test.
Yep, that's what I got.
So E.
Yes. Yeah, that's weird why they're adding more answers.
Just to make my day harder.
Right. So you calculate the test statistic, which I got 1.685.
Yeah.
Cool.
685.
685. Okay.
P-value 0.096.
Yep.
Okay.
We're
Last
almost
question.
done.
Last question.
Yeah.
It's number 26 in the homework.
Right. And I got B for 26.
I got B from 26 also.
Cool.
Which one is that? There is sufficient evidence
To conclude that there's a difference in the cost of tickets. So, oh no, it's not C, so it must be B. Yeah, it's
There is,
B.
yeah, B.
Cool.
Okay. Oh my gosh. 2 hours.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay. Go to submit. I can't look. I can't look. All right. How did we do?
So far, so good. That would be awesome if we got 100% the first try.
Oh no.
Oh, we got one wrong.
15.
Oh, dang it. So what would it be?
I'm going to go back to that and see if we missed anything else.
Yeah.
18. Ah!
Man. Oh, and 19? How did we
All right.
miss?
Hold on. I got to. Oh, well, I guess they're not the same problem, so I can't, like, circle them. 15, 18,
And 19.
and 19.
So we got 90%. But we got everything else right. I
That's
guess.
still pretty good.
Yeah, out of 32.
All right, so let's see. We missed number 15.
Oh, what would The negative. You know what? Yeah.
Should we have used the numbers to find the p-score in order to figure out?
So I did. I think I did the margin of error. I couldn't figure out because it says
What number is that in the homework?
it said to test the hypothesis, and I wasn't sure how. So I did plug in those numbers, but I want to say I was kind of guessing actually. Now that I'm like reading over it.
Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, I did the x bar plus or minus the margin of error formula.
Oh, okay. Which
So I didn't just guess.
no, I didn't
One
guess.
number.
But you didn't have the yeah, not margin of error, but what's that? I can't think of the word. So 95%. It didn't give you any.
When
So
it's
how did you plug that?
5%
Oh,
level significant, you know that that it's 95% confident.
so it is still 1.96?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I did 0.05 actually as that.
But my answer was still wrong. Well, I mean, I could have been I got the numbers right, but then I didn't understand how to like
Answer it from that.
compare it after that.
Okay.
So
So
after I got that number, should I have looked at the p-score to because the numbers I ended up with, like the bounds, the lower bound and the upper bound, the null hypothesis falls in within the two numbers that I got. So that's why I failed to reject because I was like, oh, that works. That could happen. So fail to reject. That was my logic, I believe, last night.
So my thing is if we don't fail to reject it, then we reject it.
So we reject the null.
Yeah.
Why would we
'Cause
reject it if the numbers we got fell within those bounds?
so I just calculated it with because I wasn't even sure if you do it 1.53 or 1.5. And
Yeah.
I just did it with 1.5 since that's the null hypothesis. And I got 1.46. So that's less than,
Less than, so you would reject the null. So
yes.
do we use the 1.5 because that's our given null hypothesis, and the 1.53 is just extra to confuse you?
I think so because that's what, you base it off of that hypothesis test.
Not what the actual mean was.
Right. And so, because
Is the
that's what I was
formula.
confused on. I plugged them both in, but I didn't
Yeah.
know. So I'm thinking it's reject because
Because then
rejecting,
it would have been less than that.
yeah, it's 1.46. So it's less than 1.5. So I'm thinking it's, yeah, you
Okay.
reject it. So now on to 18. Which one's appropriate for this situation? What question was that?
Okay, so 15 we're going with.
This is the soil sample. So this is 15. So maybe this is the one that we were saying we weren't sure because it gives us the standard deviation, but not until we click on that. So
Yeah,
maybe it is when it's unknown.
when
Like-
it's not stated in like the little paragraph, it's unknown.
Right. Yeah, because
Because we have to do something to it to get it, right? So maybe they're counting it as it's unknown
unknown.
until you plug in the equations.
Yeah, and you're not comparing it with anything, so those other two answers wouldn't apply, independent or dependent, because you're not comparing. So, but the margin of error we also got wrong. Hmm. Which that we just had to come up with, right? We didn't even have an answer
Yeah.
on the
we have
homework
to.
for that.
Okay, so where's that one? Okay, that was 19 now.
Mm-hmm.
So the margin of error, we did
1.96.
equals
So it's 1.96 times, I don't know what the standard deviation is. I'm opening it up right now.
So if the previous question says sigma is unknown, do we use a different formula then? I think we do. So we'd have to go back to the section where the sigma unknown is.
Now, you know the question that you asked Brother Balls about doing the upper bound minus lower bound divided by 2? What was that for?
Let me see if I have that email. Let me pull it up.
Because, yeah, I think I do. No, yeah. But that wasn't for margin of error, was it?
That was margin of error.
So is that what we do instead?
Yes.
Okay. So, because you had asked, yeah, for independent samples. Is that what these are?
These are independent samples with sigma unknown.
Okay, so yeah, because you had asked, how do you find the margin of error for a 95% confidence interval for independent samples?
Which is this problem.
Awesome.
Okay,
So
so let's see. Where's my?
at least we know now.
Okay, so what are our bounds? We still have to pull the number up.
Right, I'm doing that right now.
Oh, we would have our lower and upper bound if we had used.
So this is the independent samples?
Okay, hold on. Which
Yeah.
one? Oh, what are we talking about here? Okay, we're still on the soil. Okay, just checking.
Mhm. Wait.
So for the soil one, we have the bounds, right?
I just pulled it up, the data.
Isn't it 11.168?
Yeah, and then the upper is
Yeah, so
one.
we already had that in one of our other questions.
Okay, so it's 1.5. Yeah. So we do
So
the upper minus the lower and then divide by 2. So I have the full number. I don't know if we need that or not.
we probably do because we want to round off at the end, and these ones only
Right.
have 3.
Okay, so it's 15.21737
37 minus.
minus 11.16833 divided by 2. I got 2.02452.
2.02452. Yes.
Yep. So
And our homework
2.025.
didn't ask us for this margin of error, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write some notes down.
Okay, I'm going to take a picture of that. So it's 2.025. Right. So I think we got an idea of what each one. Now I have to take pictures of every question.
Oh, I know. So this was number 19. 2.025. Okay, so we had missed 3 only, right? 15,
Right.
18, and 19.
Yep.
And we think we know the answers for them.
Yep.
All right.
Well, good luck.
When are you taking your exam?
Probably Saturday because we have friends coming over tomorrow night, so I won't
Yeah.
get. And then tonight, yeah, I usually go to bed like 10:30 or 11.
Do you do homework like throughout the day?
Nope, not with kids.
Yeah. but you still are able to go to bed that early? What
Yeah.
am I doing wrong?
Oh, trust me, I'm not doing nearly as much as I should.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. But I can't with the newborn. I need my sleep because he
Yeah.
wakes up. And,
Yeah.
yeah,
The last couple semesters, I'd stay up at least till midnight every night.
right.
This semester, I can't do it. And I don't know if it's just like a couple months later, I'm suddenly so old, but
I'm the same way. I always stayed up till midnight, but
yeah, this
This-
semester I can't. I've just been struggling. But,
I know, me too. So
all right.
yeah.
Well,
Well, good
I'm gonna
luck and
retake. Don't forget to hit stop recording.
oh yes, thank you. And good or have fun camping this weekend.
Thanks. So I'll see you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.